you ask me, the TP9 from B&T is the Lotus Emira of the gun world. A small, lightweight, cool looking car that has decent power but excels at handling. The TP9 is the exact same thing. A small, lightweight, cool looking PDW that has decent firepower but excels at maneuverability. Name another PDW that's a small and lightweight and has every other factor that I just listed. The closest thing you're gonna come up with is probably gonna be the FLUX Raider, but that's a chassis system for a 6-hour handgun. Albeit it's one of the best chassis systems for a SIG handgun that I've ever seen, but it's a chassis system nonetheless. There is the MP7, but you'd have to go to one of those secret Diddy parties and do weird things to get one.
What the fuck did Colion just say? First and foremost, I'm not getting the bag.
So that's out of the question. So all that's left is a bunch of pistol caliber carbines with body dysmorphia because they don't realize they're damn near the same size and weight as a regular rifle. You see where I'm going with this? Before you finish watching this video, a word from our sponsor. Have you ever thought about making a living in the firearms industry? If you enjoy gun repair, ballistics, and learning about firearms, Sonoran Desert Institute's online courses might just be a good fit for you. To find out more, visit sdi.edu or call 480-999-4767 today. Now, with the stock or brace in this case folded, a Leupold Delta Point Pro, and a mini Surefire Scout Light and a Unity tactical button, the TP9 is essentially the same size as my 12-inch iPad, and that's with a 25-round magazine. That is insane. I don't see how the TP9 isn't considered one of the best civilian PDWs on the market, which is a concept I stole from one of the channels that I like to ninja watch called Brass Facts. He's done multiple videos on the TP9, and those videos are what pushed me to get one of these things and see for myself. There are 3 things that don't exactly help the TP9's case for being the best civilian PDW. One of them is the price, second is the suppressor, and the third is the trigger. The trigger on this is not good. It is long, heavy, and squishy, which actually makes sense considering it's a trigger designed for full auto fire and not rapid pulls of the trigger from people who aren't allowed to own the full auto versions, which is called what, the M9? Nonetheless, the trigger is not good. However, the more rounds I pump through this gun, the better the trigger becomes. It's almost at a point now where I know it's not a good trigger, but it doesn't really bother me as much as it used to. Then there's the suppressor, and I mean that literally, because there is only one suppressor you can use on this gun, and it's big, not exactly cheap, but it does look very cool when it's on the gun. But the real gut kick comes when you find out the price. This is a $2,000 gun. There are plenty of PCCs that are half the price, and they are cool as hell, fun as hell, and shoot incredibly well. And one of those PCCs is this, the HKSPK. However, these guns are bigger and they're heavier, so the chances that you'll have it with you when you need it is slim, unless you're at home or something. However, the TP9 can go places other PDWs or pistol caliber carbines can't go, while still having the same firepower, with better maneuverability and the same accessories. This thing fits in the center console of my truck. I can put it in this Vertex bag and have all the room I want for everything else, and it won't make my bag ridiculously heavy. I can go as small as this Travis Haley strategic pack and still have room for my iPad, keys, wallet, spare mags, charging cables, power pack, you name it. Now, is the TP9 the best shooting PDW? No, but it's way better than a handgun. I'd much rather have the firepower of the TP9 versus a handgun. You can easily get 30-round magazines for the TP9, and now you have the standard capacity of an AR-15, a pistol caliber carbine, and any other PDW. The only difference is I can carry this with me all day in a backpack and not feel fatigued. Yes, it's expensive as hell. Yes, the trigger's not very good. Yes, it has a proprietary suppressor, but being the best civilian PDW doesn't mean it has to be perfect. It just has to have a form factor that will be with you when it matters most, and is noticeably better than a handgun. I'll go so far as to say that if the trigger was to be improved and there was a way to use other suppressors, this video would be titled, "This is absolutely the best PDW for civilians." Yes, it's a niche platform, I'll give you that. But if you can afford it, I think it's a niche platform that you will realize is way more practical as a civilian defense tool than you've ever expected. Just saying. I want to quickly talk about the hearing protection that I'm wearing in this video. These are the AKT1 blackout wireless in-ear hearing protection with Bluetooth. I like to call them the AirPods for shooters. I say for shooters because AirPods don't protect your hearing, but these do. They are hands down my favorite in-ear hearing protection that I've ever used, and I mean ever. They have an NR 25 dB auto noise blocking. They can enhance your hearing by 6 times. They have advanced noise cancellation, Bluetooth connectivity with high fidelity speakers so you can take phone calls and listen to music. They have a battery life of 10 hours with an additional 30 hours in a charging case, and they're low profile and stylish enough to fit in not only at the gun range, but in your gym, while you're studying, working, at school, at home, you name it. I'm in love with these things, and now they're finally available on my store at shop.mrcolionnoir.com, or you can just click the link in the description section of this video. One thing's for certain and 2 things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you, and we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.